The video you're about to watch is a quick little tour of room 502. It will tell you some things that you need to know about, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have about it. I'll give you some reminders, but here's just a quick overview of a few things around the room. Up front on the board, I have a place where I list the agendas, what we're doing in class that day. You'll also have homework listed here. The other place you can look for homework is on Google Classroom, and I'll be sure to announce homework at the start of class and also remind you of it at the end of class. If you ever have questions, please ask me. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about classwork or homework. Up in the front left corner, there is a sink, and beyond that sink is an eyewash station. This is the eyewash. You pull it down and a lot of water comes out of two of the faucets on there. I wouldn't expect anyone to have to use it. We've never had to use it before. We're not doing chemistry this year. If you do think you've gotten something in your eye, please let me know. More often than not, just a quick trip to the nurse will help you out if you even need that. I don't expect anyone to have to use it. It is there in case of an emergency. Please do not test it out just to see what happens. Trust me, a lot of water comes out. Back up on the front of the board, usually under the agendas, there'll be a clipboard with a little pink piece of paper. We use this for late assignments. So if you have something that you're turning in late because you were absent or because you forgot to do it, you can write your name, period number, and the assignment on this sheet. And then if there is paper to be turned in with it, just put the piece of paper behind it on the clipboard. If it's an electronic assignment, like a Google form or something like that, just write the name of the assignment. If you do a Google form late, I may not get notification that you've done it, so you need to write it on this sheet. Any late assignment, write on this sheet so that I know you did it and I can give you partial credit for it. In the back of the room, this is by the sinks. Most of the cabinet space will be used for student projects. I do teach a bunch of different classes in here, so please make sure you're not touching things that are on these shelves. This is a place where we might store student work as we move from one class to the other. So again, this is going to be a place to store student work and to store supplies for both STEM and science. Please don't take anything off these shelves unless you are told to do so. Also in the back of the room, we have a Chromebook cart. The Chromebook cart can be organized very nicely. It just takes a moment for you to look, find the plug, and plug your Chromebook in the proper place. You will be assigned a Chromebook, and if your Chromebook is often left out or unplugged, there will be consequences. On top of the Chromebook cart are the table folders. Each table, and these folders are numbered, each table for the different periods will have a table folder, and there's some things that we'll keep in there for our science class. The back room has a lot of supplies. Some other teachers use that space. Please do not enter that room unless I give you permission. There are generally not things that you need to access back there. Again, please do not enter that room. It's generally unlocked, but don't go in there unless you have explicit permission to do so. This cabinet holds a lot of the supplies for STEM explorations, Advanced STEM, and STEM 3.0. The drawers are labeled. Please return things where you got them. If you don't know where to put them, I would rather you ask me rather than you putting it back wrong. Please don't just leave things on top of the cabinet or on top of the drawers. Take your time and put it away right. That way we keep our supplies nice and we're able to have great materials to use. In the back corner of the room near the door, you'll see a cabinet and you'll also see some shelves. On the bookshelves, you will find the pencil boxes. These have markers in them, scissors, rulers, and glue sticks. Also back there are colored pencils, and I have trays of paper for you to use. When I ask tables to get whiteboards and markers, those can be found on these shelves, and I'd like them returned properly. Take your time and put them back. And the very bottom shelf of this are APT textbooks for you to use. In the closed cabinet, these are supplies for science and STEM classes. Again, I would not expect you to be opening this cabinet, or even if it's open, taking anything out of it unless you have permission. Up near the front door, near my desk, you'll find a little table. This has student supplies on it. It has a 3-hole punch, stapler, tape dispenser, and there'll often be pencil sharpeners up there. It also has our bathroom sign-out sheet and digital clock so you can tell what time you're leaving. When you leave to use the restroom, I'll ask you to leave your phone. It should be in a backpack anyway, but you're not to take a phone out with you to the bathroom. Sign out, put the date and the time. We need to keep track of where you are in case there's some kind of emergency and we need to find out who is outside of class. That's about it for our tour. Please make sure that you're following directions and listening up in the classroom. That will help all of us have a great year. Thanks.